Peace. This is DJ Jungle, Executive Director of Spin Inc. This is where it all started. Modern and guarded. 1970 I was born. This is my neighborhood. Now, before crack hit this neighborhood, this was a beautiful neighborhood. Pre-1980, this was a beautiful neighborhood. After the 1980s, you know, with crack coming in, it really tore up my neighborhood. Now, where I'm standing is where my house used to be at. I was born and raised here in 1970, as I said. My grandparents raised me. I was raised by a single mother. My mom's name is Miss Phillips, Roberta Phillips, and that's why I fell in love with music. Now, there was a sister that stayed over here that played the piano, and this neighborhood was filled with beautiful music. Her name was Simone, and she used to play about 1 o'clock every day practicing. And this neighborhood, the vibe she set for this neighborhood was outstanding, and the way she played the piano was very beautiful. It's almost like a soundtrack to this neighborhood. Now, over in this area over here is where I got introduced to turntables. My cousin Handheld, he had brought some turntables home from Germany. After he got hurt in Beirut, they shipped his stuff back, and he brought back some Technique 1200s, a mixer, and he had Detroit vinyl. A lot of good music back then. That's where my love of DJing and my love for music started, in this neighborhood here. Now, the reason why I started the nonprofit Spin Inc. is because I lost a lot of friends in this neighborhood. I lost about 13 people by the time I was about 30. I probably lost about 10 to 15 people in this neighborhood that grew up with me. And I wanted to start a program to help children stay out of situations like that. And then they could also learn the benefits of playing different types of music that is not negative to the community. Because this is what happens to the community. When you allow destructive behaviors, destructive music without responsibility to exist in your neighborhood, this is what happens. This is the aftermath. And the families and the children are casualties. Matter of fact, to tell you a story, Mark, may he rest in heaven, may he rest in peace. 1985, you know, they found him in Pontiac murdered, selling crack in Pontiac, and someone killed him and threw him in a garbage can. He was 15 years old. That was my first friend that ever got murdered that I knew related to drugs. So in that, as I was saying, Spin Inc. is born to help save children from those conclusions or end results of wanting to be in the streets or deal with street life. This is the result of street life. Now, to help a program like this, we would love for you to donate, to keep children safe by giving them programming. If a child doesn't have a programming, he is left to his own whims, and they may get in trouble. So please, if you feel like donating, if you feel like this is a worthy project, please donate. So children that live in areas like this, in which I grew up in, but it was beautiful during the time that I grew up, but this is the end result, help us create different types of programs which can actually save our children. So it's important to give them access, to give them the software and the tools to be able to transform this into something different.